service has these inner qualities and these external qualities. So on the inner quality, it's attentiveness, attention, and the outer manifestation of service is duty. So for attention, how I think about that is listening. To be of service to anyone, to any situation, you got to take in first what's needed. You have to listen for the need.
Youth Initiative prides itself on a lot of service and being able to really support the community that it's a part of. And you can't really do any of that unless you're paying attention to what the community actually needs and wants, and just the world in general and what is necessary to move forward.
To me personally, I think paying attention to my work and the things that I do, especially outside of the school and service work, I think that it's super important. I'm currently taking a botany class with Vicki Ramsey, and recently we went out to the KVR for half a day. And I just feel like during that trip, it was really beautiful, the attention that everyone was able to give to the nature around them, and really kind of observe that and taking in all of that.
Obvious way that Youth Initiative does service is every student is expected to do 18 hours of service every 3 months. I just love the stories of like students, you know, like helping grandmas like move, like doing dog walking. Oh man, just people from the community call us and just ask, do you have students who can clean up after this flood? Like it just, I think Youth Initiative is almost known as much as like a school, as like a service provider in the community, which I love.
Committees are like a really important way that students get to sort of use the core value of attention, because we can see what needs the school has mostly within the student body and talk to other students and get a student perspective, and then bring that to the actual committees that are in charge of running the school and be able to make changes that will benefit the students in particular, but also just the general community.
So the outer expression of service is duty, and it has a very much of an external feel, like it's something that it's a job title, it's a responsibility. What we try to instill here is that duty actually manifests kind of outward, but actually it's directly related to attention. Like in this situation, this service opportunity, with the gifts, with the interests, with the passions, with the capabilities I have, where can I step into the situation to kind of complete what's incomplete in the situation? Committees, leading fundraisers, doing events like that, these are all aspects of service to the school, right? And oftentimes these roles open up and you can just see like the right students raise their hand. It's not because some like obvious aspect of like, oh yeah, you should be this person, because it's just, you can tell that like this is good for them at this moment, like they need this, right? So I think there's a connection to duty, which is not only this kind of external calling, like this is a role that needs to be fulfilled, but also that there's this internal answering of the call.
It was at Morning Circle, and there was an opportunity for a student fundraiser, and it was at a very inconvenient time for most of the students, and so nobody's really interested in doing it. But we have a fundraising goal for the students to reach every year, and so people stepped up to do the fundraiser because they know it's our duty to give back to the school and raise money for it.
It's not just like, oh, I'm doing this just for fun or to spend the time or whatever, you know. The value of duty would be that what you're doing, it has an impact, and that it really matters what you're doing.
What you can learn through service is how to be a good person in the world. It's so much more than any class can teach you. So many students leave that with a sense of like, oh, I have like a job I can do in the world. I can be of service. It's different than like, I'm gonna go and major in this, or like, here's my career path looking forward. It's like, oh, in almost any situation, I could be of service. Right? There's a need for service, and I could be that. I could